ナザリック地下大墳墓の主、そして偉大にして至高なる死の王、アインズ・ウール・ゴーン様。
Hello, cue balls. Welcome to the house of pain.
Welcome everyone to my humble abode. Grab a drink, make sure it's cold. We're talking about anime, new and old. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my anime lounge. Me. I know y'all see the poster. I know y'all see the cups. The man is even in the intro. Folks, it's finally time to drop the respect that this man deserves. Now, this isn't news for anyone who has seen some of my previous lounges, but for those of you who may not know, Overlord is my favorite isekai of all time. Definitely one of my favorite anime of all time as well. It's one of those shows where I've gone back and watched every season multiple times. I love the whole cast of characters in the kingdom. I love when not only is the main character broken, but his whole squad is as well. It's also the only show that has Albedo.
You are a super freak!
And seeing as how the last season of Overlord was 4 fucking years ago, needless to say, when they finally announced season 4, needless to say, I was excited. So in tangent with watching the newest season, I decided that while I wait for the next episode to drop, I might as well just do my annual Overlord rewatch. And as I'm watching, I noticed a particular episode in season 3 in which Momonga, aka Ainz, took the disrespect to a level that I believe reached peak pettiness. And what better time to make an Overlord video than during its newest season? But before we get into it, of course, you should use your OP broken ability to destroy that like button.
Push the goddamn button!
If you're new and find yourself enjoying the video, hit that subscribe button, join the lounge, and enjoy talking anime with fellow watchers. Hit that bell for notifications so you know when the lounge is going to be open again. There's a seat for you. Join us, chill with us, laugh with us. Now let's get into it.
Let me set the stage for you here.
So our story actually starts midway through season 3. And of course, since we're starting in season 3, it should go without saying that if you haven't seen the show before, we're going to be talking about some potentially spoilerish stuff. But it's not like there are any big reveals or twists that would ruin your watching experience, but just know I'm talking about season 3. And by this time, we all know that Ainz has established his persona as adamantite adventurer Momon of Darkness. So a group of adventurers were hired to explore one of his hidden tombs of Nazareth. And crazy enough, he himself was hired to watch the campgrounds of these adventurers as they trampled all over one of his tombs. And it's here where he gives them one last chance. And he asked them, have y'all really been paid enough money to put y'all lives on the line?
Goddamn right, that's the only way I work, Cap.
And so foolishly they venture into the tomb, and as they do so, one of the adventurers says to Ainz, I hope they come back safely. What do you think? You guys know what a fraudulent slip is? When the truth accidentally slips out? This man asks Momon, what do you think? This man said,
全員死ぬだろ
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
So as they're going through the tomb, each group is split up and falls into different kinds of traps. One group gets the shit beat out of them by some skeletons swinging their own Thor hammers.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
Another group is teleported to a room where they are eaten from the inside out by a family of demonic roaches.
Oh, Jesus!
One guy is end up getting tortured by whatever the fuck this thing is.
私を作り出された方が尿道結石というやつで苦しんだって話でね。You what? Oh, Jesus!
This is still the ugliest creature I've ever seen in this show. One guy ends up having to fight Hamsuke, and this part was so satisfying because this guy the entire time was smelling himself. Like he was just looking at everybody like,
I'm better than you, my shape up better, my car faster, my drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better, my tattoos better, I'm stronger than you.
And then he had to hop in the ring with Hamsuke and ended up like,
Help me! Help me!
And Hamsuke was sounding happy as shit while fighting dude too. You never want to fight someone who sounds that damn happy while he's whooping your ass.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, you think it's funny?
And then of course we have the main event, the last group. They didn't get it as easy as the other ones do. No, they have to face the man himself, the ruler, the king, the emperor. They have to stare death in the face as they must take on Ainz Al Ghul.
Out in the street, they call it murder.
Now let me preface this by saying that, again, Ainz is Momon of Darkness, the adventurer. It's a hidden identity that none of these adventurers are aware of, so as far as they know, they have the backup of the strongest adventurer in Momo. So seeing how they are, this man started to lie immediately. He really tried to Kaiser Soze his way out this ass whooping. He gonna tell Ainz, we actually got permission to come to this tomb from one of your comrades. This was strike one. You just knew he was digging himself into a bigger hole because Ainz already knew everything about this raid on his tomb because he was hired to be a part as Momo. He already knows that they are lying and proceeds to entertain them. The man then said, yeah, it was one of your comrades that told us to give Ainz of the great tomb of Nazareth his regards.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Now, for those of you who may not know, this statement right here was strike 2, 3, 4, 5, and 15. Because if it's one thing that Ainz don't play about, it's his friends that he built this place with. And the people who watch Overlord know that his original name is not Ainz Al Ghul. Ainz was the name of the guild that he built with his friends. His endgame name was Momonga. And so any of his actual friends would address him only as Momonga. So when this man said that one of Ainz's supposed comrades called him Ainz, I knew shit was about to get real. So after that, Ainz was through listening to all the lies. Mans was just like,
I'm not even gonna talk to you, bro. Put your hands up.
He just started playing with his food at this point. Y'all remember in school when they taught us about first-hand and second-hand sources? Well, this was a primary source ass whooping. Straight from the man himself. They were definitely trying though. They was throwing everything at this man. He was just looking at him like, you ain't shit, your mom ain't shit, your teamwork ain't shit, your power level ain't shit, your girl ain't shit, your gear ain't shit.
I'm better than you, my shape up better, my car faster, my drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better, my tattoos better, I'm stronger than you.
And then he was like, alright, put the toys away. I'm about to put these magical hands on y'all now. And they have someone there who can detect magic. And she don't see any magic coming from Ainz, so she like,
違う、断言できる。少なくとも魔力系じゃない。
You gonna learn today.
alright. So it's time for what I'm going to be calling an anime recommendation break. It's a spot in the video where I throw out a random new or old show I've seen that I would recommend people to check out if it sounds appealing to them. And so this anime recommendation breakdown is brought to you by Licorice Recoil. There's a secret organization. Hold on.
English, do you speak it?
There's a secret organization of all-girl agents who go around stopping crime called Licorice. And the strongest of them is the free-spirited pacifist Chisato Nishikiji. Boy, if that's how you said it, I'm on it. Chisato Nishikiji? Bro, how do you say it? And trying to shoot her is like trying to hit Goku in Ultra Instinct. She is no joke. She gets paired with the calm and disciplined Takina.
But Erica, she'll...
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh, Jesus!
And the shit is adorable and action-packed at the same time. Animation is clean, the characters are wonderful, a really good watch, and a fun time. Highly recommended. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. You see, Ainz was wearing a magic suppressing ring. So when he realized that she could detect magic, he was like, oh, my bad, and then proceeded to remove the ring and flex on the magic reader. As soon as he took that ring off, he had that bitch choking on her own spit.
My drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better, my tattoos better. I'm stronger than you.
So now they scared and Ainz charges at him. And he just straight grabs dude up by his nugget. And this next line was funny as shit. He paralyzed this man so hard he had him slobbering, pissing all over himself in front of his girl and his squad. And then, oh boy, and then they had the nerve to try and use their ace, their trump card, their last resort.
私たちが規定時間内に帰らなければ、この世界で最も強い人物が突入するわ。嘘じゃない。こっちにはアダマンタイト級冒険者、漆黒のマモンがいるのよ。
We're saying you're f***ed this, eh? You're staying with us.
So they tell the magic reader girl to fly away and save herself because she has little sisters waiting for her back at home. And then, in what was one of the unintentionally funny moments of the episode, the elf girl was like, after we defeat him and catch up, you owe us some drinks. And then they pan over to this man paralyzed on the ground.
その時はあなたのおごりで一杯ね。
Help me! Help me!
This shit was hilarious. Like, why did they have to go to him after she said that? Bro, man was looking at it like, bitch, what drinks? We finna die. It was funny to me. And so she flies off and they tell Ainz, look, we don't mind dying, but in the name of your comrades who would have done the same, please let that girl go.
I think we need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem.
Huh?
That ain't no problem.
He said, okay, I have no mercy to show y'all, but I'll make an exception and give that girl mercy. Aww. A merciful death? F you thought this was? He sends Shelltail after her and he tells her to teach that girl fear. And when she realizes that there is no hope of escaping, give her a painless death. And of course, they don't see how that's considered mercy. How is that mercy? But then my man's Ainz had to drop this prolific bar on that nuggets real quick.
Now
listen! That's called motherfucking bars!
And of course, the girl that flew away, she didn't make it. None of them made it. You know that. Come on.
You're a victim.
So now that they've all fallen, one of them asks, what fate awaits me? What's gonna happen to me? Ainz looks at him And he says, you're a religious magic caster. So I think I'm just gonna replace the god you believe in with another. Shit was getting real hectic. After their bodies are disposed of and used, we get the exclamation point of disrespect for this episode. So they decide to show us the sisters of the girl who could detect magic. Look at that shit. Little kids waiting for their big sister to come back. She ain't never coming back, baby. No, it was kind of sad though. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm riding with my man's Ein, so it's fuck them kids right now. And just when y'all thought it was over, Big Ein sent his goonies over to the empire that hired the adventurers and was like,
That's right, apologize.
y'all done disrespected the king, and now it's time for somebody to come and apologize. Otherwise,
You fuck around with me, there's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
oh, and just as one last act of disrespect, they take out all the humans who were present after they told them to apologize. You know, just something slight. For some reason, this episode felt like Ainz took a lot of this shit personal, which he did. Sometimes you forget that he's not so much a hero as opposed to he's still an overlord, an emperor. Like he's still building a kingdom. Like you're either with him or you're against him. Now, of course, there are many instances in the show where they do some crazy, disrespectful stuff to their enemies, but this entire episode just hit different. And you want to know what made it even more disrespectful? The episode was called A Handful of Hope. They must have put that hope in Sasuke's left hand, cause ain't no way. This year has been amazing for anime. Hopefully, if they decide to make another season, they won't keep us waiting as long as this one. But you don't have to wait too long to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Join the lounge, grab yourself a seat, share with your friends or anyone who loves anime like us.
Tell your friends about me.
What new shows or continuations are you excited for this year? What's on your watch list? Let me know down in the comments below. I appreciate you all for watching. Thanks for coming in. And as we always do when we close out, let's all raise a glass in the air. Here's to anime.
喝采せよ。